Okay, one of the biggest questions that comes up, especially people who have funded Social Security, have qualified and paid in 40 quarters in the U.S. on Social Security benefits, is what happens if you relinquish your U.S. citizenship and then you marry someone else that's, let's say they're not a U.S. citizen and they're not a U.S. resident. When you die, can she get your Social Security benefit? The answer is yes and maybe no. I'm going to give you some examples of this. Now, why do you need to know this? Is because if you end up relinquishing your U.S. citizenship and you're married to a foreign lady, and and she's y'all are both living outside the U.S. now. You'd be surprised how many people that end up dying. The guy dies, and the spouse never even applies for Social Security benefits. Remember, Social Security is not going to actually contact her. She's going to actually have to contact Social Security directly. And this can be a lot of money, especially since they're going to take away the, over a period of years, it can really add up a lot. And now they're going to take away the taxes on it. So that's going to add even more to it. But the biggest thing is, can your spouse receive Social Security benefits if they are not a U.S. citizen? Now, in most cases, non-U.S. spouses can claim Social Security benefits. Your foreign spouse will typically qualify for survivor benefits and may also qualify for spousal under dependent benefits. Now, there are exceptions, though, to understand whether your non-U.S. spouse is eligible to receive Social Security benefits. Let's take a look at the requirements. Now, the requirements for a non-U.S. spouse to receive Social Security benefits is what I'm going to go over first. And the rules surrounding Social Security benefits for non-U.S. persons are pretty complicated. The exact requirement can vary depending on which country you've chosen for your new home. However, there are some general rules to be aware of. In order for your foreign spouse to claim Social Security benefits, the following must all be true. First of all, you must have contributed to Social Security for at least 10 years. Your spouse is not required to have a history of contributing. You must be at retirement age 62 years old for most people, and your spouse must be at retirement age 62 years old for most people. Now, if you or your spouse have a child under 16 or disabled child, the minimum age is waived. As long as you and your spouse meet these requirements, your spouse should be eligible for Social Security benefits. However, if your spouse continues to working while receiving these benefits, they could reach the Social Security earnings limit, reducing the amount they can claim. Now, note that your spouse worked in the U.S. long enough to qualify for their own Social Security benefits. They won't receive the payments if they also qualify for spousal Social Security benefits. They can only claim whichever of the two payments is larger. Now, this is the big knocker though coming up here. This is what you got to look at. Additional qualifying criteria for non-resident, non-citizen spouses. Now, while we cover the general requirements for a non-U.S. spouse to claim Social Security benefits, it's important to note that the criteria can be more complex for non-resident, non-citizen spouses living abroad. To qualify, each spouse must meet one of the following conditions. Residency in the U.S., the non-U.S. spouse should have lived in the United States for at least 5 years while married to the U.S. citizen spouse. These 5 years do not have to be consecutive. And then the number 2 is totalization agreement. The non-U.S. spouse should be a citizen, resident, or former resident of a country that has a Social Security agreement, also known as a totalization agreement with the United States. Now, for more specific information on these criteria, it's advisable to consult the Social Security Administration to find this out. Or you can actually contact us at www.citizenshipquickly.com and we can help you out from there. Now, one of the questions is, can my foreign spouse claim Social Security benefits in any country? U.S. citizens and their non-U.S. spouses can claim Social Security benefits in almost any country in the world. However, there are some exceptions to this. First, no one can claim U.S. Social Security benefits while living in Cuba or North Korea. In addition to this, there are a number of countries where it's generally impossible for the U.S. government to send Social Security payments. These include countries like Azerbaijan, Belarus, Kazakhstan, Kyrgyzstan, Moldova, Tajikistan, Turkmenistan, and Uzbekistan. Now, however, certain eligible persons may be able to claim Social Security benefits even in these countries. And regardless, if you move away from one of the above countries I just mentioned, you can claim the Social Security payments that were withheld during your stay. Now, this doesn't apply to Cuba or North Korea. Payments that were withheld while living in either of these two countries cannot be claimed even after a move. Now, again, the rules for claiming Social Security benefits can vary quite a bit depending on where you or your spouse live. For more information on this, you can contact us and we can talk to you more on this. Now, can my foreign spouse claim Social Security survivor benefits? Yes. If you pass away, your foreign spouse can claim Social Security survivor benefits. To be eligible, you and your spouse must have been married for at least 9 months unless you were to die during active military duty, in which case that minimum is waived. If your spouse is eligible for Social Security spouse benefits, they can begin claiming those benefits once they reach age 60. Also, folks, if you can do us a big favor, we don't monetize our channel here. It would help us tremendously if you like our videos to hit the subscribe button on the right of your screen here, and also give us a thumbs up if you like our video, and it helps on the algorithm of our channel, and it helps us get these videos out to more people. And also, if you'll go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, and just ask for some help if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, or how to get a second passport as quick as 4 to 8 months. Now, if your spouse is eligible for Social Security spousal benefits, they can begin claiming those benefits once they reach age 60. If your spouse is disabled, the minimum age is lowered to 50, and if they have a child under 16 or disabled child, the minimum age is waived entirely. Now, once your spouse has reached the minimum age, they can start claiming 70% of their Social Security benefit. If they wait until retirement age, they can claim the full payment. Anyway, if you got more questions on this, just again, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com. And I'll tell you something, folks, if you don't keep up with stuff like this, it can kill you, because what happens down the road, if your spouse is not familiar with this, I mean, she could lose it all. I mean, you really have to keep up with this, because Social Security will not contact her or contact you. You've got to learn this yourself, or contact Social Security directly and learn how this works. And again, go to our website, www.citizenshipquickly.com, if you want to legally get your income taxes to zero, or how to get a second passport as quick as 4 to 8 months. And I look forward to talking to you on the next video. Take care.